Good morning, everyone. Happy Halloween. Today we're going to start in on Standard 12, which is, all right, turn the page already, properties of a function, okay? So for today's lesson, we're just going to do starting at section 12.4. We're going to talk about section 12.4, and then tomorrow's video will cover sections 12.1, 12.2, and 12.3, which focuses on even and odd functions, okay? So to get us started, if you want to turn to page 101, we have some vocabulary up here at the top, okay? Now, some of these we've talked about before. We've talked about what it means to be increasing. If we're looking at a graph and something is increasing, that means that our value is going up, okay? And what we're looking at is we're looking at the y value, okay? So if something is decreasing, then our y value is going down or decreasing. If something is constant, that means that our y value is staying the same, okay? So those you should already be pretty familiar with, okay? This next part here, we're talking about maximums and minimums, okay? Now, there's two different kinds here. There's the absolute maximum and minimum, and there's the local maximum and minimum, okay? Now, the absolute, we know maximum and minimum. Maximum is biggest, and minimum is smallest. Okay. Now, if we're talking about the absolute maximum or minimum, we're talking about the point of all possible points. Okay. So of any possible point, what is of any possible y value point, what is the biggest? Okay. So this one can include endpoints. Okay, let me just draw some lines here to sort us out. So the absolute maximum and minimum can include our endpoints. Okay. Now the locals. Okay. Maximum again is the biggest. Minimum is smallest. Okay, but if we're talking about the local points, these are the points within the function. Okay, this one cannot include endpoints. Okay, so if we're talking about, maximum and minimum, maximum is highest, minimum is lowest, the absolute maximum can include the endpoint. So if this endpoint, a farthest left or farthest right point, if this endpoint went all the way up here, this would be our absolute maximum. Okay, it can include the endpoint. But if this point went all the way up here, this cannot be a local maximum. The local maximum does not include either of our endpoints.